Rise from your grave.
Hello Quakers and welcome to another episode of the Quake Rave. Well, after last week's 1997 flashback episode, we're flashing forward back to 2017. And today we're going to be checking out Wenl Mine, or Wenl Mine, however you're supposed to say it. This actually came out 2 months ago on July 13th, and I just didn't get around to playing it. There's been so many new releases this year that I haven't been able to keep up with all of them. Like, doing one episode a week, it's been crazy because you guys have been cranking them out, and all of them have been quality too. That's the thing. But here we have Wenl Mine. I guess it's based on a Descent 2 map, of which I don't have any experience with Descent 2, so I can't really speak to whether this is going to be an accurate depiction of, you know, a map based from Descent 2 or not. But regardless, it sounds really interesting, and I'm looking forward to getting into it. So let's play some Wenl Mine. Welcome to Wenl Mine, or Wenl Mine, however you say it. We got 192 kills to make and 26 secrets to find, which is sounds like it's about half of what the Forgotten Sepulcher is, if I'm right on that. Got some shells here, and we have a secret to find back here. Now, the reason I know that, which I'll tell you in a second, let's take out this ogre first. Similar to last week, had another issue with my recording software. Not sure if this time it was user error, or, you know, maybe I forgot to hit the record button, or if it was legitimate, you know, something with the software. But regardless, I've already played through this once, so a lot of the surprises are already going to be gone, but that'll let me talk to the level a little bit more, I suppose. We'll jump down here and grab this. And considering it's fresh, I guess that means that I know where a couple of the secrets are. So there's one right at the very, very beginning with some health. And there's one right here as well. You hit that button. Oh, and your first armor. How nice, huh? So I really like the beginning area of this map. It feels very, very Quake. It fits right in with what id probably would have done with their maps back in the day. The very start here, we got all these enemies that are going to come after you right off the bat. Yeah, man, there is just a really bad feeling when you spend a good amount of time playing something online and your recording either gets corrupted, or you know, whether you forget to hit record or accidentally hit, you know, stop on the record, whatever it is, whatever happens, if you lose all that time, man, there's just something that feels terrible about it. But regardless of all that, I can say going into this that this is a great map. I felt really bad not playing it, you know, any time earlier. There's just been so many releases lately, and I've been trying to keep up on everything, that this one just kind of fell by the wayside, and I definitely wanted to play it before I completely forgot about it. But what I like most about this map is that it takes the normal Quake formula and turns it on its head in little ways, of which we will talk about when we see them. But I was very impressed coming away from this map. Oh boy, that was a direct hit. Because there are things in it that really push forward the Quake gameplay, the normal Quake gameplay, without sacrificing too much, and without adding anything to it, you know, to make it crazy. Grab that. There is also a quad down here, which we're going to grab. Oh, we didn't need the shells, so we'll just head up now. Okay, we got to use this now, though. This quad, very limited. Take you out. Boom. There's a bunch of them around the corner here, and a fiend. I'm going to use it while I have it here. Now, you may have heard a switch actually to press right there, or get pressed, and I have not yet found out what that switch does in this level, but maybe we'll find that out this time. Grab those shells, grab these nails, and we'll move on. Yeah, but right here there's a little switch. When you land on it, it does something, but I have not figured out what. There's no way I could. I went around to the different areas where there might be a secret, and I could not find it. There is a secret down over this way, though, so let's go hit this one. Boom. Mega health, baby. That brings it up to 4 secrets. I think at the end of my first playthrough I was able to find maybe 11 or 12 of them. Oops. Wrong weapon. You know why it's the wrong weapon? Because I completely forgot to grab the grenade launcher. I thought that this was very smart design right here, too. Put zombies in the way of the player, so that way you're pretty much telling them, like, listen, you need to go back and you have to get this grenade launcher. I thought that was very clever placement of enemies and weapon right there. And this ogre, man, he is a dead shot. Alright, so we're going to have quite a few knights in here wanting to get a piece. But none of them will actually make their way down. Take them out. Oh, come on, jerks. Now, the other thing that this map has that's unique, besides some of the stuff you'll see coming up, is the fact that it's supposed to be based on a Descent 2 level. Now, I have absolutely no experience with Descent 2. I played the original Descent a bit. I think I only had the demo back when I was a kid. But I played the demo through quite a few times because it was one of those free pack-in demos you get with your computer back when you get one when you're, you know, back in the 90s. Back when demos existed on disc, you know, that kind of thing. Let's go grab those. We don't need the health yet. We're still doing pretty good here. But I remember playing it through quite a few times, but I never actually owned the game. Now, we open this, there's going to be... So that's one unfortunate thing here, is that I'm not going to be able to speak to the inaccuracies or accuracies of this being close to a Descent 2 map. What I can say, since I've already played through it once, is that the map works really well as a Quake map. Again, I don't know what liberties were taken or what has changed, but this map feels like a Quake map. So I don't know, maybe whoever worked on Descent 2 was really good at making Quake maps as well. We are going to jump into this area first. Grab the shells. This coming up area here is probably my least favorite area of this level, and you'll see why in a second. You go up this lift, and apparently hit your head. I did not do that last time, but you're surrounded by these knights. The first time I came in here, they killed me because they just ganged up on me. I am not a big fan of fights like this where they can just get at you and take you out like that. I do not like that. I feel like that is kind of lazy and cheap. But the rest of this level makes up for stuff like that. And maybe the author was thinking, hey, that's what you get for, you know, getting the nail gun, I guess. I don't know. So we're at 42 kills here. We found 4 of the 26 secrets, and one of the other secrets is involved with this button, which I was not able to get during my last playthrough. So what you do is you hit this button, you got to make it over to that, and then you got to work your way over here before these bars close. But I cannot get there quick enough before the bars closed. I can't do it. I've tried so many times. Last playthrough, it's probably good that I lost the playthrough because I tried probably like 4 or 5 times to do it and couldn't do it. So I don't think I'm going to even bother doing it again this time. Oh shit! Oh god! Was not expecting that. But luckily, we got health to pick up, which is one of my favorite things about this level. Is if you make a mistake, the level is very forgiving. You know, sometimes you'll play those Quake maps that are super difficult, and when you do, sometimes they are very, very unforgiving as well. That's what makes them difficult. You know, very, very low on ammo. I think over here there might be some scrags. Yep. But some of those really hard maps are really low on ammo, really low on health pickups. And not that that's a problem, but that's just not the type of gameplay that I'm usually into. I'm not really the biggest fan of just scraping by in all of these maps. I really like you know, if I have a little bit of ammo left and I feeling the pressure, that's fine. But I really am not the biggest fan of levels that, you know, make it so you're down to your axe at some point, you know, and you're scrambling to find ammo. For me, I'm not really the biggest fan of hard, you know, difficult games either, if you haven't noticed. Let's see here. We don't need the shells. We don't need the health. I don't think we need any of this other stuff, and there's no secrets that way. But yeah, I'm of the firm belief that, you know, games should be fun. And I know, oh boy, people are really going to get at me for that one, right? Very controversial decision or view on games right there, right? But honestly, like, I have enough stress in my life from my job and regular life and stuff like that, that when I finally get a chance to sit down and play games, I want them to be fun. I don't really need the stress, which is part of the reason why I guess I've never really gotten into certain series that a lot of gamers are into nowadays, like the Dark Souls series and stuff like that. It's just never appealed to me because I really just want to have fun. We got an ogre up there, but we'll leave him for now because we just loop around in a second anyway. We'll just deal with some of the chaos here. Okay, we'll take you out then. We'll let those guys kind of take each other out. Maybe that'll help me out just a bit. Maybe we gotta kill a couple of these guys before the gates will open. Because that gate straight ahead is supposed to open. I'm not sure why it's not. There we go, I just had to get close enough, I guess. Thanks, Ogre. That actually helped me out quite a bit. Now this level actually has, I just hit a button that's going to extend this bridge right here to the orange door, just in case anybody was wondering how that bridge extends. But that orange button right there. Alright, that's it, dude. Fight fire with fire. Boom. Jibbed. You hit this orange button, that extends right there. But this first part of the map it's actually sort of a little bit of a cakewalk, you know? And I don't want to say cakewalk like it's super easy or anything. More like, you know, compared to the next area, it's really easy. Because I would dare to say this is actually pretty challenging. My first time through this, yeah, I had some challenge. Now that I know what I'm doing for the most part here, it's not going to be so big a deal here. And I got to save my nails because we do have some shambler fights coming up here. Jibbed and jibbed. Never did figure out how to get this red armor that's in there, though. Got a couple fish. No biggie. Grab the health. I don't think I ever figured out how to get up in there, either. Alright, so this was a room that I actually really liked in the level. Wow, it is crammed with enemies, too. That's what's crazy about it. The enemy setup itself in the room isn't what I'm particularly fond of. It's the aesthetic, and once we get in there, you'll see why. We got some scrags up here just chilling. Oh man, I didn't know I was going to activate that button. I accidentally hit it. I accidentally hit the Quake button. Didn't mean to, guys. Wanted to show off the room a little bit first. Whoa, let's head through. Jerk. Losing armor, losing health. My playthrough this time I feel like is a lot more sloppy than it was the first time around. Oh, just die already. Thank you. I think there's one more in here, right? Yeah, you're stuck on this side, though. Oh! But again, being sloppy, making mistakes and everything, ultimately forgiven in this map because there's tons of ammo, tons of health everywhere. And most of the time you get to an area, you're not going to have to revisit that area. I think that only happens maybe once in the map. But anyway, really liked the look of this map, or this room. I'll tell you why. It's because you go up these steps. It looks like some archaeology team or something was working in here, and they uncovered this crucifixion thing. And it's behind these bars and everything. This looks super Quake, looks super great. Love the broken brick wall thing here that leads over to it. Looks really, really good. You hit this Quake button, and then that's what opens these doors here, which I accidentally hit that once I was up here. The one suggestion I had for this room, though, because even though I did like it... this looks like it would go somewhere, but it doesn't. But the one suggestion I had is that I feel like it would have been more powerful had you walked in and you were able to see that as you walked in. So when you walk in here, you got this thing right here above me, this big piece of architecture here, or all these brushes, whatever you want to call them, stuck in the way. And then the doorway up here is really low too, I assume, for that scrag ambush that's up there. So it would have been great had you opened this door and you can actually see the crucifixion thing wide open as you open the door. I feel like that would have been a much more fitting introduction of it. But regardless, I love the way it's set up in the back there. That's the only thing I would have changed about that. Otherwise, it looks really, really cool. We have some repops over here. And we're going to have some enemies we got to take out back over the bridge. So we go back the way we came. We're at 89 out of 192. We're almost to the halfway mark here. There we go. He's down. Let's grab these. We are absolutely out of armor, but we're doing all right. We want to be careful going in here, because this legit scared me the first time through. I did not expect a fiend to activate right there, and he did, and it absolutely scared the crap out of me the first time. So nice placement of enemies there. Now, the other thing I wanted to point to too is that now that I've played it once before, I know what to expect. But coming into this room, the other thing that got me, so there were two scares at once, is that when I walked in here, I was so focused on killing the ogre here that there was a knight over here that I killed, the one that was on the bridge over here, and he actually got a hit on me because I forgot to look to my left. That is very clever enemy placement, because once you jump in here and go in, you're so focused on one thing, you know, shiny object syndrome, you forget, oh, I gotta watch my whole surroundings, there's gonna be a guy over here. So it's one of those things where you punish the player, and it's you know, it's a good punishment because it's teaching them, listen, you need to watch your back in this level. Very, very smart. Very, very different from the two knights that were, you know, up in that one nail gun area, which really gets to me. I absolutely did not like that area. But very vast difference there in a good way. That kind of build is very, very smart to do, and good to remind the player, like, hey, watch your back here. Alright, this portion here, we now have the lift, but we also got some scrags that are going to reappear that we got to take out. That one fell on my head. The first time I played this through, one of the scrags actually got stuck under the elevator. So the elevator was trying to close and it couldn't, so it was just hitting the head of the scrag, and you'd hear like a ooh, and it would go back up. Pretty funny. So now we actually leave this bottom area for the rest of the map. And I'm actually going to save at each jump here, because just like last time, my jumping skills in Quake are not the best, and we got to do some platforming here. I thought that this area was very interesting as well. This is like some kind of a deep well or something like that. Is, you know, dried up of water long ago, and we're going to have a big fight in this room once we get in here. Oh, I didn't mean to grab all that health already. Oh, jeez. Wow. That is the introductory room for level 2. And if we hit this button up here, this will reveal a surprise Pentagram right there. Very good to have. We're not going to grab it just yet. I want to go take care of this room first, and then we'll go grab it and take care of business. That's another thing this map does, is it gives you the power-ups, and they, believe it or not, end up being really helpful in most situations. I would say the hardest time that I had using an ability was probably with the quad at the very beginning of the map, and the reason that is because you're not sure what to expect going up. But in these other cases here, you grab this pen and you go running off into this hallway like we're about to do, and you just do some damage, and it feels really good. What we do, gotta hit this button. There we go. And I didn't have any armor to speak of as it was, so that's not a big deal. Come on, get me back up here. Oh, I didn't kill you, huh? But back here, there is a shambler. I'd like to take him out before he comes, or before my pen is gone. Oh shit, I just lost it. Playing like a madman today, people. Not playing as careful as I usually do, am I? Normally I pussyfoot around every corner. Let's grab this silver key. It doesn't quite do anything just yet. We're not going to go down this pathway yet either, because that all loops in later on in the level. So, let's continue on. Alright. Grab one of these so you can see we got another shambler there to take care of. Oh crap, I didn't mean to grab both of those. We're actually going to stick around in this area here, because I made the mistake the first time I played this of actually going all the way back to the beginning. The start room in the second level here. And he had full reign to take some shots at me, so I'm not going to let that happen this time. And we'll grab some armor. So we got full health, full armor. We're definitely going to save right there. And look at this. But, obviously, to the victor go the Vors, because we get a rocket launcher pretty early in the level. As you can see, we still got a lot of enemies to take out. So we get a rocket launcher very early, but we have to pay for it by taking out these Vors, which is also very, very clever design when you're using enemies and stuff like that. Because if you want that rocket launcher, you're going to have to pay for it. Is that it? Okay. I couldn't remember if there was another one on the other side. You never know with these rules, you know? Yeah, we got out of that part right there unscathed almost. That's crazy. This knight did not even activate. But because you get so many rockets in this level, you can practically use the rocket launcher for the rest of the level, and it's great. Are you dead yet? There you go. Okay, we're going to save there too, because there's a difficult part coming up here. The rocket launcher. Voraway spray. That's what they ought to call it, right? And what do we want to do next? I forget the flow that I did last time that worked really well. Yeah, let's take these guys out first. He's done. Is the store open yet? It does. No. I do see an ogre. It's a pretty tough-ass ogre, man. You can take a rocket to the face like that. Oh man, your friend hit you right in the face, dude. How does that feel? Now this was something I did not do my first time around. I did not actually kill these enemies back before. I cannot believe he didn't hit me with that grenade. That looked like it was heading right for my face. So this actually leads up over to the other area that we did not go down, that little down spout area. We got full armor, so I'm not going to activate this button yet either. I believe this button actually activates this stepping stone that leads you up to that red armor, so we don't need it just yet. So we're going to go up this way instead. But we do get a super nail gun. One more button to go. And where could that button be? There we go. We'll take you guys out first, because why not? It's the other thing with this map, too, is it's so big that you're not quite sure whether some of these enemies are actual repops or just you missed them the first time around. It's really crazy. Really, really good fights through all these corridors and everything, though. Alright, let's give ourselves a save. The next thing that we have to do, we got full armor. We're not going to need to grab that red one yet. We'll save that for when we go in the gold key door, because we will need it. Did not notice the pen and stuff up there before. I'm going to have to keep that in mind next time I come through. I feel like I might have grabbed those, though. Alright, so this room is pretty intense. This room... Oh, what did I do? There we go. Found a secret area. This is what happened before. I grabbed this pen, right? We lurch down, we grab the gold key, and then all hell breaks loose. And you already know why. Because there's a shambler! But we made short work of him. This time. Last time... Yeah, this guy was decimating me. This time went through unscathed. Just goes to show, playing through a map once can really do wonders for what you're trying to do here. Alright, so we're at 149 out of 192. Love this spotlight, too, where they show off the quad. Last time I got the quad, I had to use it. I panicked to use it so quickly that I wasn't thinking about my surroundings. Things did not go well. That time, I just absolutely decimated this room. Oh, I just found a secret, I guess. That's one I did not find before. Interesting. Okay, so let's head back up. We have the gold key now, so we will make our way over to the gold key door. Oh, wrong way. Getting turned around a little bit here. And we don't quite want to use up our nails yet. It's because we will absolutely have... I knew there'd be a knight there because he got stuck there last one. But we will absolutely have a shambler around the corner here. And we're going to try to make our way over to this red armor. Because this next area is where we're really going to need it. Now, you see that pen up there? Yeah. I wonder what's the easiest way to get up over to it. Is it rocket jumping really the easiest way? I don't know. Do we really need it, I guess is the other question. But it's okay. Oh, this shambler fight went a little bit different than last time. Last time, the shambler got caught on some geometry there, and he could not get to me whatsoever. So we're going to have a couple ogres up on this side, shambler on the right side. And now at this point, we're going to kind of take pot shots back and forth, killing these ogres. And we got a couple Vors down the way on the other side, so we're going to take them out too. Is he dead? Oh, jeez, and I walk right into this stupid war ball. Dumb me. The Quake rules of things being symmetrical do not completely play out here because there's a red armor there instead of another Vor, so... But there is one in there. And a ton of scrags. Oh, Vor ball. Running away. There we go. Take these scrags out with the double barrel, save our nails for the upcoming shambler fights, because I can tell you there are a few. Okay, you're done. There you are. Wow. I either completely missed him or he took a full rocket to the face right there. The Vor's still going. Yep. Not anymore. There we go. Okay, so this room is typically cleared out at this point. Now, last time I dropped down to the Mega Health, and that seemed to help me quite a bit here. So I'll probably end up doing the same thing. But let's give ourselves a save first. We'll grab those nails. Okay. One more save. That way we don't have to grab the nails again. There's nothing on the other side. There's no ammo in the other side for whatever reason, but that's okay. Let's drop down. Let's drop down and completely miss the Mega Health. Let me do that one more time. There we go. That's how you're supposed to do it, people. You're supposed to actually grab the Mega Health. I don't know if you know that. Okay, I'm going to switch over to the Super Nail Gun because I believe there is supposed to be a Shambler showing up. There he is. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Okay, so he planned for that one. I was like, I'm going to be stuck here. This is a great fight. I love this fight. You hit these buttons, and the whole platform rises up from the bottom where you hit the buttons. So we hit this one. Let's grab what we got here. And we hit this last one here. And watch, the whole... I know you didn't see it last time, but this whole platform rises. It rises right up. Very, very cool. Very clever. Thought it was a great, unique idea. Because I don't know that I've seen a whole platform rise in Quake before. And this was also the time that I was like, there's no way that Megaman, who created this map, is new to Quake mapping. If this is indeed your first map, I apologize if I didn't read up enough and see if you made other ones. I thought this was your first one, but no way you're new to Quake mapping doing stuff like this. This whole platform rising, I thought was such a great encounter. Really, really cool. Now this is even stranger. This corpse over here that's crucified on the other side, you hit the button and it extends this bridge. Much similar to the bridge that extends earlier with the orange door. So you follow the bridge over, and you get a message when you hit this button. It says, "Let the heavens destroy it." And you're like, what does it mean? If you look up, you have kind of an idea of what they're talking about. So, for anybody who hasn't played this yet, it's a good idea to kind of take a step back and then shoot this button. Oh my god. We have destroyed whatever it is. And it's done. That'll bring us to 180 out of 192. So we are very, very close to the end here. But wait, oh my god, there's a Vor on the other side and it's lowered all the steps. Jerk. So between that encounter and like little booby traps like this and everything, man, I was like, there's no way this guy's new to Quake mapping. Some of the stuff that he's put into this is really, really cool. This room especially, so cool. Love the way that's laid out, love the way the combat works, and it's a lot of fun. Alright, so now we gotta head back to the exit. Beforehand, I was unsure as to where the exit actually was. But the exit, if you head back up the panel this way, the way we did not go, you'll find another Vor. And where the enemies repop is a little bit of a clue. Whoa! Lots of Vors in this level. But that guy popped, that one Vor popped, and then there's one here. But we can, even though we're, oh man, we're out of nails and we're out of everything. There we go, 9 secrets out of the 26. I think before I had 11 or 12, so there's a couple that I've obviously missed, but you could tell that we are at the end. So for anybody who isn't sure about where the exit is, because I feel like that's one of the other map's fallbacks, is it's not quite evident, it doesn't make it evident as to where the exit actually is, it's up here. So when you come through this room before with the pen, you may not even notice that there's a door up here. This little lift, as the head bleeds, will take you right into the teleporter there, and that is the end of the level. So overall, I gotta say, great level. I know I said it a couple times already within the past couple of minutes, but there's no way you're new to Quake mapping. And if you are, wow, that is impressive. This is a really impressive first map. Very, very cool. Like I said, I can't really speak to the Descent 2 qualities of it. But regardless, I had a lot of fun playing this. I think it's well-paced. I think that there are some amazing encounters. I think there's some great combat to be had in here. There's only that one sticking area with the nail gun where those two knights are up there that corner you that I am not a big fan of. Other than that, the combat and everything flows really good. In most areas, there's pillars to hide behind. Again, something that I talked about earlier is about maps being a little bit more forgiving. I know that I usually play maps on normal. I don't really play on hard or nightmare, but having maps that are more forgiving when you're playing them is like a big thing for me. Having enough health and ammo around so that way the game feels fun, being able to recover from being punished by enemies and making mistakes and everything is part of the fun. You know, backtracking back to find ammo and that kind of thing isn't a big deal, but when you don't have the ammo, that's when it gets a little bit frustrating. But overall, yeah, I really like this map. The aesthetic is great. It feels like an old school Quake map with, just some added things. Like it kind of takes like an old id map and makes it bigger and adds a whole lot of like new, improved encounters in it and everything. So really great job on this one. Really enjoyed it. Can't wait to see what you're going to come out with next. I'll see you all next time on the Quake Grave.
Be sure to check out all of my other Quake Grave episodes or jump into the GGRC show that I've been doing. I think you'll like it.